We have been conditioned to be resistant to change, to control things, to be certain of every step that we take. So we do not want to expand from beyond where we are currently. Magic happens when we start to step out of our comfort zone. Today we are going to talk about why expanding your comfort zone actually supercharges your law of attraction. So stick around till the end of the video, because I'm going to give you 2 powerful exercises that can power up your manifestation. Before I go ahead, I'm super excited to announce that the 2-hour free masterclass and the 1-to-1 consultation is open up for registration. So do wait around till the end of the video for more announcement on the same. So with that, let's get right into the video. So today we are going to talk about why expanding your comfort zone actually supercharges your manifestation. Naturally, what tends to happen is that when we are stuck in a similar cycle, or when we are stuck in a similar pattern of doing things, so we are, let's say this is our comfort zone, so we are stuck in this comfort zone. So if we haven't manifested, or if we haven't been able to attract what we want by staying in this comfort zone, it is not going to happen if we continue to stay in that comfort zone. So we need to break out of the comfort zone. It multiplies that, because the nerve cells which fire together wire together. So the repetition is very strong. The neurological networks are very strong. So we've been doing some certain things for a very, very long time. So for the brain to move out of that pattern to a new pattern, it requires a bit of jumping out of a comfort zone, and that is why it kicks back in. But our job is to keep moving back to the new zone, and that's when the expansion begins to happen. So neurologically, we are building new nerve cells and new neurological network for us to be able to expand into a new territory. And why that helps is basically we are telling our brains that we are the operators of the brain, of the engine that powers our life, and we are in charge of it, and we are telling it that it is okay to move to an unfamiliar territory. It's okay to feel a little bit uncertain. It's okay to be out of control sometimes. So we are training our brain and our mind to be comfortable with discomfort. We are training our body and our minds to be comfortable with uncertainty, comfortable when we are not in control, but we are in control. A boundary is there, so we are bounded by those limitations, or bound by those habits or habitual patterns. So it is not going to change. Nothing is going to change, like Einstein said. You see? So that is the stark importance of why expanding our comfort zone is so important to expanding our horizon, or expanding our territory or vision of our mind. So that's one. So for something new to happen, something needs to change. So growth can only happen when we expand out of our comfort zone. The second aspect of it is, you see, our brain is an organ. The brain is designed in a certain way that instructs to build certain neurological networks which forms the mind. So we have a mind to talk, we have a mind to write, we have a mind to read, we have a mind to drive. So the mind is rigid in its certain ways. So we have a mind to travel to a certain location from a certain route. We have a mind to brush our teeth with a particular hand, whether you are a right-hander or whether you're a left-hander. We have a particular mind to cook. So the neurological networks for this, we've been doing this for over many years now. So that is, the neurological networks are very strong. So the mind of what we do more often, repetition, is very strong. So now, for us to move out of a comfort zone, to build new neurological networks, we need to do something of the ordinary, to become extraordinary. So here are 2 exercises that can help us. Okay? So the first exercise is called the balancing pose. Now what is balancing pose? So balancing poles, like imagine like you have the positive charge and the negative charge, right? So let's say you have been brushing your teeth with your right hand for a very long time. Now, if you switch your hand and start brushing with your left hand, it's very uncomfortable. So now, to be aware that you're uncomfortable and still doing it, that creates new neurological networks, because the brain will kick in, the mind will kick in, okay, and says that that is not my habitual practice. So we'll try to move back to the right hand, but our job is to keep persisting with that left hand, brushing with the left hand. Or we have been reading a particular genre of book for some time. So now when we are, our brain is attuned to reading that, now we switch and read another genre of book. So what happens is that now the new scenario will kick in and it will start building new neurological networks there. Or we have been dining out on a certain location every time. We go out and have or dine out on a certain location. Now we are so habituated to go to that location, so the first thing that when we want to dine out, we think of that place and we go to that place. But if we want to expand our comfort zone, is to be able to travel to a new place, travel to a new location, meet new people, and do new things. So that is how we can expand. So that is called balancing the poles, doing opposite of what you do normally. Or if you take shower in the morning, try taking shower at night. So that kind of like completely the awareness begins to rise. You become more conscious, or the mind you become more conscious when your body is feeling the discomfort. So in that discomfort is your growth. That's one. The second is take at least one action that you fear the most, but takes you towards your goal. Let me tell you about myself. So when I stepped into being an entrepreneur, there are certain actions that is required for me to be able to expand my horizon, to be able to do certain things that I've not done before, or to make this video for that matter, to make YouTube videos, to put myself out there. So the body, the familiarity of the mind kicks in. So the mind is uncomfortable. The mind says that, this is not what we should be doing. But when we continue to persist is when we start to break through that barrier of that comfort zone, and that's when the growth begins to happen. There is true liberation and true power, and the awareness and the clarity begins to rise, because now we are building new neurological networks to be able to expand our comfort zone. Let's get to how expanding your comfort zone will help in accelerating your manifestation. So you may ask, okay, what is the expanding the comfort zone got to do with manifestation? So here is the deal. So whenever we want to manifest something, let's say you want to manifest a business and your income level, let's say. So any of these goals that you have will require for you to take certain action, first internally and then externally. So you set your vision, you set your intention, and then there will be certain prompts, and then you take the action. So when you have trained your mind enough times to be able to expand your comfort zone, what happens now is when you set a new goal for yourself, now you set the goal and take action. There is no conflict, because now you don't have to fight your mind to be able to expand your comfort zone, or to be able to battle yourself to get that outcome done. It naturally happens because you've trained your mind to be able to do certain uncomfortable situations, face uncomfortable things, face uncertain situations, face those certain challenges or hindrances that come up, and still be okay. So you've trained your mind already, and that becomes a powerful weapon for you to be able to go out there, set a goal, go out there, take action, and deliver your results and manifest that. So I sincerely hope this was helpful. So let's do a quick recap of what we've discussed so far. So we've discussed that expanding our horizon, or expanding our comfort zone, I keep saying horizon, expanding our comfort zone is a very powerful tool for us to supercharge our manifestation. So when we have been doing certain things for a very, very long time, we've been traveling to your work, or we've been traveling to a certain location from that same area. There is nothing new going to happen if you keep traveling from the same area. But if you change your route, you might have new opportunities, new people, new events, which will start to cycle up for you to be able to push you towards that goal that you have, right? And always, the growth starts to happen when you step out of the comfort zone. Why? Because if you have been doing a certain thing for a very, very long time, now doing that same thing is not going to help. You have to step out of your comfort zone and do something new to be able to manifest your dreams or goal. So the 2 exercises that we talked about was 1, balancing pose. When we are doing certain thing for a very long time with one way, try doing another way. If you are used to being surrounded by people who are like-minded people, try to get to a circle where there is people with completely contradicting point of view, so that your point of view gets challenged, your point of view gets confronted, and therefore your body and your mind or your brain engine, you will learn how to manage that, or to be able to maneuver through that. So that is training your mind to be comfortable with uncomfortable, train your mind to be comfortable with the uncertain, comfortable with the unknown. So that is the whole idea. We're training our brain because our brain, evolutionary brain, is conditioned to move towards what is familiar. So we are telling our brain that it's okay to be in an unknown territory. It's okay to expand to some new avenues. So that way, when you try to hit your goal and try to get to what you want to do to be able to manifest your goal, let's say to raise your income level or to start a business. Now, to be able to do that, you have to be able to take certain actions. Now, when you want to take those certain actions, your mind will not have a conflict with you. You naturally blend with that and move towards your goal faster. So that way, you will be a super manifester. Okay, so with that, I conclude the video. I sincerely hope this was helpful. I'm super excited to announce that the 2-hour free masterclass and the one-on-one consultation with me for the Mindset Revolution, Reality Revolution program is open for registration. The links are in my Instagram bio and in the description box in the YouTube. So go ahead and sign up for it. The program includes one of the most powerful paradigms of manifestation, which is the being state or identity shifting in quantum physics. See, most people in the law of attraction and manifestation space is focused more on the techniques and the doing and the having and the getting and the wanting. So we are always following in that loop. So we never get to that ideal state of the version that we want to get to. But the ideal state of manifesting quickly and effortlessly is to shift into that version of your ideal reality, of your ideal self, and embody the beingness. So when, as a result of being or becoming that version of yourself, the having and the getting naturally follows. So I look forward to interacting with you and see how we can work together. And the links are in the Instagram bio and in my YouTube channel. So I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.